So the importance of social media analytics actually can never be overemphasized, right? Because analyzing your social media and looking into the data will help you to understand not just the trend, it will also help you to look into the future and make informed decisions for the future. So to begin with, right, I will help you understand some of the metrics you need to look into as far as social media analytics is concerned. And I'll be putting into consideration both the paid socials and the organic socials. When I talk about paid socials, I mean all of your paid campaigns or paid activities on your social media platforms. Talk about running PPC campaigns on Facebook, Instagram, or thereabouts, and maybe doing boosting across any of your social media platforms. And for the organics, I'll be looking into the analytics for your daily postings on your social media platforms, all of the influencer mentions, all of the reshares that you get on your social media platforms, and several other organic means by which you promote or get visibility for yourself or your brand, right? So I'll be outlining all of the important metrics that you need to look out for in all of these two different areas of social media activities, right? I'll look into all of the elements, all of the very important metrics that you need to study. And when I'm done with outlining and explaining all of the important metrics, I'll come back right here and teach you also how to generate a simple social media analytics reporting template. I'm very confident that you'll be thanking me at the end of this video, right? Because I'm going to be making you a list of important metrics to look out for, both for the paid social media effort and organic social media effort. And of course, also, as I rightly said, I'll be walking you through in practical terms how that you can also get to create a simple reporting template for every of your social media activities, right? So by this template, you're able to report neatly your analytical findings and the decisions you'll be making going forward into the future. I hope this makes sense to you guys. So first of all, let's get right into the very important metrics, and I'll be right back. So here are some of the key social media analytical metrics that you need to put into consideration, right? So first of all, we'll look into the paid social campaigns, and then we'll look into the organics. Once again, organics are several means by which you get traffic for your content on social media, right, without having to pay for them. So say for instance the influencer mentions, the daily postings that you do that organically get visibility for themselves, and a host of other organic methods of getting visibility for your content on social media or for your business. So the very first paid campaign metric that we need to look into is the click-through rate, right? The CTR. The CTR is the percentage number of your impressions that actually clicked on your ad. So let's say for instance we have 1000 impressions. So impression is the total number of people that actually saw your campaign, right? And let's say out of 1000, only 5 persons clicked on your campaign, right? Only 5 persons clicked on your campaign. So impression is the total number of people that actually saw the campaign. So 5 people that clicked actually took an action by clicking on the campaign. So how do you calculate this? So CTR is calculated as clicks divided by impressions multiplied by 100, right? So in this case now, what is our total number of clicks? Our total number of clicks is 5, and our total number of impression is 1000, right, multiplied by 100, right? So now what we can actually do in this case is do the math, right? So when we divide 5 by 1000, we actually have 0.05, right, multiplied by 100, which will actually give us 0.5%. So this is converted to percent, multiplied by 100 here. So this is in percentage. So your CTR must always be in percentage, right? So once again, don't forget the formula. The formula for CTR is total number of clicks, right, and of course divided by impression, then multiplied by 100, right? So CTR is very important because a look at this particular CTR here tells you that your campaign actually did poorly, right? You have to understand that. So CTR is the very first paid metric that you need to always look out for when you run a campaign. Always look out for the CTR. What is my total number of CTR? There's no right and wrong answer when it comes to the total number of CTR you are looking forward to getting. It all depends on the industry that you are playing in. So some factors can actually motivate the number of CTR you get, and the very first factor is industry, the industry standard, and then of course also the amount you are willing to spend on the campaign. Also the time of running the campaign, the period, let's say the period of running the campaign, because if you're running a campaign for a product that is seasonal, it may also affect your CTR. But on the more serious note, a CTR of 0.5%, as we just got right now, is completely unacceptable and poor. So your conversion rate also is a metric you need to look out for when you run paid campaigns, and of course in the case of trying to look at the analytics, right? So your conversion rate also is the total number of persons that actually ended up converting. So the name is actually in compliance with this conversion. So if you're running a lead campaign, for instance, you are looking at the total number of people that actually ended up taking that particular lead action. So let's say, for instance, you want people to go right ahead and fill out a form on your website. How many persons actually ended up filling that form on your website? That is the conversion rate you are actually looking at, right? So if you actually set up the form also on your particular campaign, maybe on Facebook, for instance, you are using a Facebook form, then you are looking at the total number of people that actually ended up filling that form on Facebook. That will also give you an insight into the conversion rate also, right? So CPC, what amount of money did you spend on that particular campaign per conversion? So if one person actually clicked on the link, how much were you charged for that particular click? So let's say, for instance, you got 5 clicks, how much did you spend on 1 click? That will also give you an insight into what is happening to your campaign or what is not happening, right? So impression also is very important. How many persons ended up seeing your campaign at the end of the day? Because the more the eyes on your campaign, the more likely you're going to be getting results at the end of the day. So in this case, we had 1,000 persons saw the campaign, right? So that is your impression. Total number of eyes that ended up seeing your campaign. So return on ad spend. At the end of the day, how many persons actually ended up paying you or giving you money to buy the product or the service you are actually gunning out for, right? Which is a return on ad spend. All of the money you have spent, let's say for instance, you spend $5,000 on the campaign, how much did you earn or make at the end of the day? Very important metric to measure for a paid social media campaign, right? So on the organic section is engagement rate. How many persons engaged with your content? How many persons actually liked your content? How many persons reshared your content? Also very important metric to look out for. Now impression, how many persons actually saw your organic content? I mean, looking at the dashboard, the analytical dashboard on any of your social media platform, how many persons actually saw the campaign and what is the reach? So reach sometimes can also mean impression also. How many persons ended up following you at the end of the day, right? So CTR also is still the same thing as this. How many persons out of this total impression ended up clicking on the post that you made, CTR, right? How many persons shared it? It's also part of engagement. How many comments did you have on the content? Also falling under engagement also. So these are some of the very important metrics you want to look out for as far as social media analytics is concerned, both for the paid social media campaigns or efforts and the organic social media. So I'll hop right back into the video session and I will teach you how to create a simple reporting template for your social media analytics. So let's get started with showing you some analytical tools that you can actually use in checking for your social media data. So first of all, Facebook Analytics is one good example of this, right? And of course, it is no longer called Facebook Analytics, it is now called Facebook Insights, right? So how do you get to this particular location? You may simply get to business.facebook.com /latest/insights. So let's see where this leads us. So this leads us right here, right? So now you can see overview, and of course you can change the date, the range. So let's say custom. So custom, let's say from this date, let's say six days to August. All right, so this is everything we have right here. So you can see plan. Let's see plan here. Okay, same, there's no plan right here. All right, so this one says you published 3 Instagram posts and your impressions were 428. You published 14 Instagram stories and your impression was 175. Your Facebook post impressions from last week, 105 impressions, increased by 71.6%. So again, with the metric that I showed to you, you can begin to fill out all of this information inside of your template, right? So results here, you said you've got 20k post reach, you've got 9,500 Instagram reach, and this is the graph as you can see here. So Facebook visits, Instagram profile visits, Facebook followers, Instagram followers, right? So audience right here, Facebook audiences, followers, Instagram followers, and just like that right here. So one way by which people actually report stuff like this is simply by exporting all of this as a PDF or as a CSV material or as a PNG material, right? So let's go ahead and export this first of all as a CSV. That is Microsoft Excel, right? So this is it here. So let's increase this a bit right here. So this is exported. We can go ahead and simply use this for reporting directly, right? And then also we can get to create a custom template, which is what I'm going to be teaching you to create in the next slide. So let's now build a custom reporting template from the beginning using Microsoft Excel. What I like to do sometimes is to give it a title first of all by merging 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20, right? 20 rows and 1 2 3 columns, right? 20 rows, 3 columns, merge and center right here. Then let's title this to be social media analytics report, right? Report document. So I'm going to make this a bit bolder or bigger right here. So let's do Ctrl B for bold, and then let's increase this from 11 to let's say 48 or 36. So 36 is good, right? So let's tap on this, and this is centralized. Let's take this up a bit, right? So this is up a bit. All right, so this is up a bit. So social media analytics reporting tool. So sometimes I like to give my background, my brand color, right? So my brand color, let's make this white, black rather, and the text color, let's make the text color yellow right here. Yellow be my brand color, right? So yellow and white be my brand color, and black also. So social media analytics reporting document. So once again, let's do some other things here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, 10 1 2. So let's do this 1 2 3 3 columns, 11 rows, right? So merge and center once again. I will name this as paid social media analytics report right here. So once again, I'll make this bolder, right, this way, then make this 26 right here. So once again, make this to the center, take this to the center, change this color to yellow as a background. Okay, so this is fine. Let me change the color here to yellow right here, and then also the color right here to yellow right here. Okay, so paid social media analytics tool. So this is for paid social media analytics. First of all, let's see what are some of the things we are going to be covering, right? So let's see, we are going to be covering CPC, the cost per click, CPC. We'll cover impressions, so let's say cost per action or cost per lead, CPL, right? So we'll cover return on amount spent, right? Cover total budget, and let's say a remark right here. So this, we're going to be merging two rows, and let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 columns right here. So let's merge this and center. Let's name this as Facebook, right? So let's centralize this. Let's make this bolder. Let's increase it a bit. Yeah, 20 should be fine. So the background to this, I like the fact that I like it to be black and the text color is yellow. So Facebook right here. So let's increase this guy a bit, this one also a bit, this man here a bit, and then also this one here a bit, right? So just increase everything a bit. So remark is usually going to take a large space because we'll be writing some things. So this is remark here. So let's merge this and this together and name this as remark. Let's change this to campaign objective and date. So let's increase this a bit. Yeah, because it's very important that we name the campaign that we ran. So yeah, let's name this CPC, the cost per click, right? So let's say the first campaign we ran was let's say a lead generation campaign right here, and we ran the campaign on the 2nd of December 2021, right? So what was the total number of impressions that we got? Let's say we got 20,000. And what was the CPC we got? Let's say we got $2. So what was the cost per lead? Let's say the cost per lead was, so let's say 0.5. So what was the return on investment, and what was the total budget? Let's say the total budget was $2,000. And what is our remark for this, right? So our remark for this, let's merge this quickly, and then our remark for this will be this was not good, right? So here you can have all of the campaigns that you want to do for Facebook. Then maybe down here you have something for Twitter, right? So let's merge all of this together quickly. Let's merge this to create a line right here. So once again, this is about 5, this here 5. So let's merge and center once again, and then name this as Instagram, right? So Instagram, let's take this to the center. So this was 20. Let's make this 20 also right here. The background color was black and the text color is this. So let's make this bold, right? So let's increase this a bit. So Instagram, right? So you do the same thing for Instagram and all of that. So you can replicate the same system for Twitter. So now we are done with the paid socials. You can replicate the same thing also for organic social media reports, right? So do that, and then you have a neat template for yourself. I hope this makes sense to you. So this is what I do myself also in reporting my ads to whoever wants to see them, right? And it has always made sense. So thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you in my subsequent videos. Bye for now.